Welcome back, travelers of life. Before we dive in, I urge you to find a quiet space, free from distractions. What you're about to hear isn't just another list, it's a blueprint for a life filled with purpose, fulfillment, and inner peace. These aren't just rules, they're life-altering principles. So I implore you, give this message the attention it deserves. Turn off the notifications, close the other tabs, and invest the next few minutes in something that could very well transform the way you live and experience life. Are you ready to unlock the doors to a life you've always envisioned? Then let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Rule 1. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. In a world that constantly bombards you with messages about what you should have, who you should be, and how you should act, it's easy to fall into the trap of trying to control everything. But let's be real, it's exhausting, isn't it? The truth is, many things are beyond your control: traffic jams, other people's opinions, the weather. Constantly fretting over these uncontrollable aspects will only drain your mental energy. Here's the sage advice: focus your energy where it counts, on actions and decisions that are within your control. In doing so, you're not just conserving your mental energy, you're investing it in building a life that truly reflects your values. It's not easy, especially when the world seems hell-bent on dragging you into chaos, but that's precisely why it's worth doing. Rule 2. Your perception is your reality. It's incredibly easy to get caught up in societal expectations. You're told to chase high-paying jobs, accumulate wealth, and seek validation from others. But how often do these pursuits actually lead to genuine happiness? More often than not, they lead to a restless discontent. It's a hard pill to swallow, recognizing that much of our stress and unhappiness comes from our own perceptions and attitudes. But here's the liberating truth: you have the power to change how you see the world. Changing your perception isn't just a mental adjustment, it's a radical act of self-liberation. Start by questioning societal norms that don't serve you. See setbacks as lessons. View challenges as opportunities to grow, not as existential threats. Rule 3. Embrace discomfort for personal growth. Life has a way of offering us comforts that, ironically, can make us complacent. You might find yourself settling into routines that are comfortable but don't challenge you. We get it. Comfort zones are called that for a reason. They're safe, predictable, but they also limit your potential. Here's your sage counsel: use discomfort as your compass for growth. Whether it's taking on a new project that scares you or confronting an issue you've been avoiding, these uncomfortable moments are your pathways to development. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. It's a challenging path, but the rewards are immeasurable. Rule 4. Accept change as an inevitable and natural part of life. If there's one thing you can count on, it's that change is inevitable. Yet, for some reason, we often resist it as if our lives depend on it. Job changes, relationship shifts, aging, these are all natural progressions of life, but they can cause anxiety and fear. Here's your guide: embrace change as a friend, not a foe. When you fight it, you're essentially trying to swim upstream against the current of life. It's tiring and counterproductive. Understand that each change brings with it a set of new opportunities and challenges that can enrich your life in ways you might not have imagined. Sure, the uncertainty can be terrifying, but that's where the beauty of life often hides, in the unknown. Rule 5. Don't let others dictate your emotional state. It's almost a reflex, isn't it? Someone praises you and you feel on top of the world. Someone criticizes you and your mood plummets. We often give other people the power to control our emotional states, and it's a precarious way to live. Here's your wisdom for the road: reclaim your emotional sovereignty. Understand that others' opinions are more a reflection of them than of you. When you stop outsourcing your self-worth to external validation, you build an emotional resilience that's nearly unbreakable. This isn't an overnight transformation. It requires consistent practice and a strong mental fortitude. But once you master it, you'll wonder how you ever lived any other way. Rule 6. Learn to respond, not react. In a world that often feels like it's spiraling into chaos, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of emotions. Anger, frustration, impatience. These are all reactive emotional states that can cloud your judgment and lead to decisions you might regret later. Here's your guiding light. Cultivate the art of responding over reacting. When you respond, you take a moment to step back, evaluate the situation, and choose an action that aligns with your values and goals. It's the pause that gives you the power, the space where wisdom resides. It might seem like a small shift, but it can have a profound impact on the quality of your life and the choices you make. Rule 7. Prioritize virtue above all else. In a world obsessed with material success, wealth, status, physical beauty, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. It's tempting to chase these external markers of success, but they often leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. If it were true, we'd never see a sad or depressed wealthy man or woman. The advice here is timeless. Make virtue your highest priority. Kindness, integrity, wisdom, these are the treasures that enrich your soul and build a life of true significance. This path may not win you the superficial accolades that society often celebrates, but it will earn you something far more valuable: self-respect and the genuine admiration of those who truly matter. Rule 8. Live each day as if it were your last. The idea of mortality can be unsettling, but it's also incredibly liberating. If you knew today was your last day, would you waste it on trivialities? Would you squander it in a job you hate or in relationships that drain you? Here's your compass for life. Live each day as if it's your last, not in a reckless, throw all caution to the wind manner, but in a way that makes every moment count. Make choices that you'll be proud of when you look back on your life. This perspective is not meant to be morbid, but empowering. It's a constant reminder to focus on what's truly important and to live with a sense of urgency and purpose. Rule 9. Cultivate inner peace through mindfulness. In this fast-paced world, where distractions are constant and demands never-ending, it's easy to lose yourself in the chaos. Your mind becomes cluttered with worries, fears, and endless to-do lists. The sage advice here is straightforward yet profound. Cultivate inner peace through mindfulness. Take time each day to be present, to breathe, and to simply be. This practice will help you gain clarity and a sense of balance that no external circumstance can disrupt. Mindfulness is not a luxury. It's a necessity for anyone looking to live a balanced, fulfilling life. Rule 10. Be grateful for what you have while pursuing what you want. The modern world feeds a narrative of constant dissatisfaction. There's always a new gadget to buy, a new status symbol to acquire. While ambition is commendable, it becomes corrosive when it blinds you to the blessings you already possess. Here's your final piece of wisdom. Practice gratitude alongside your ambition. Being grateful for what you already have doesn't mean you give up on growth or ambition. It means you pursue your goals from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. It's a healthier, more sustainable way to live, and one that brings joy into the journey, not just the destination. As we come to the end of this journey, I want you to pause and reflect. You now hold in your hands the keys to a life of fulfillment, purpose, and unshakable inner peace. These aren't just words, they're a roadmap to becoming the best version of yourself. But here's the sobering alternative. You can choose to ignore these principles, to carry on with life as you know it, burdened by needless worries, unfulfilled dreams, and a restless spirit. The choice is yours, to embrace these stoic rules and unlock a life of unimaginable richness in character and experience, or to let this moment slip away and settle for a life of mediocrity and unfulfilled potential. So as you step back into the world, ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? Your future self is watching, and the choices you make today will shape the life you lead tomorrow. Choose wisely.